right, everybody. The first thing I want to talk about is this box office right now because Moana 2 is just sweeping the nation right now. $221 million this opening weekend. Now, that's over the 5-day holiday, which everyone likes to say over Thanksgiving. And of course, on top of that, worldwide, though, it's made $386.3 million globally. It's doing fantastic. And even though people are being like, it's like the same stuff. We're still like the same kind of songs and the same kind of plot. People are loving it, though. Kids are loving it. Parents are watching it. I imagine it's going to get maybe close to $1 billion here. Wicked pulled another 117.5 million this weekend. It's up to 359.2 million over 2 weeks. Look at that. Look at how much better Moana is doing. Gladiator 2 pulled another 44 million, which I saw this weekend with the Thirsty Daddy, as 320 worldwide so far. I love that movie, actually. And honestly, Ridley Scott was getting a little bit of a backlash from his DP. John Matheson was saying that he's getting lazy. He's just leaving stuff in the frame and they're taking out in post now. But honestly, I would say it's anything far from lazy. This new movie felt like old school Ridley Scott to me, bringing it back to what he used to do. Cinematography, I loved. I love the acting. I love the plot. It worked. It just worked, I think, overall. I would say, I know people keep saying this and this they don't like. I would still say that it's hard to take over for Russell Crowe, if you ask me. I like Paul Mescal, but it's hard to take over Russell Crowe. Strength and honor, though, guys. I love this movie. I think it's going to keep doing fantastic, and it'll keep rocking that box office. And something else that might do well, everybody, is Sonic the Hedgehog 3 is coming not that far away. And also Mufasa is coming out, too, at the same time, December 20th, dropping here in theaters. But Sonic the Hedgehog and Mufasa are apparently the next head-to-head happening, and people are going nuts about projecting right now that Mufasa gets about 50 million, Sonic about 55 plus million. Not that amazing, but hopefully it does do well around the holiday season. But there's also a character, Cream the Rabbit, that's popped up in Funko Pop form, and people are going nuts, like, is Cream the Rabbit in here? Now, I'm not a big Cream the Rabbit character. How many times can I say that fast? But debuted in 2002 Sonic Advance game, and then came through some more products. So if you love the Creamy Rabbit, she's coming apparently. They have not said officially, but hopefully if you love that character, I'm excited for Sonic the Hedgehog 3. And Mufasa too, even though it's a prequel, it might be interesting. And of course, the voice of Lion King, Elton John, is back in the news for unfortunate news. Apparently, Elton John has lost his vision. It's crazy. He had an infection and he lost his vision in his right eye, and his left eye has been deteriorating quite a bit now. And so he's saying because of that, he really can't see much since like July. This happened when he was in the south of France. He got this infection. And it's sad. He said that his husband's still taking care of him, but for 4 months now, he hasn't been able to see pretty much anything. He's still going. He was supposed to work on a new album. That's delayed. Hopefully he gets his vision back. This guy is amazing, and I know he's done so much for the business. We want him to do so much more. And Queen didn't get to see much. Well, Queen, there's a lot coming. There's still opportunity to watch these movies. But I'm happy that again, Elton John has his support. Hopefully he can bounce back fast. Just like Dolph Lundgren. Everybody, that's amazing news. Dolph Lundgren is cancer-free. And this is one of those things where, like, after 9 years, they told me he had 2 to 3 years before he died. They said he was terminally ill from cancer. He bounced back. So, I mean, he crushed it. He destroyed that cancer. I will destroy you. I love it so much. You love Rocky. You love Dolph Lundgren. And I'm happy because for an 80s, like, villain, I'm going to cheer this man on. And I'm so happy that he is cancer-free. Congratulations to him. I'm surprised in the 80s he never fought Tom Cruise, because Tom Cruise was that action star in the 80s for so long. Well, now he's doing his very first horror movie. First time. That seems crazy. I mean, this hasn't happened yet. He's been too busy kicking those tires, lighting those fires, getting the Need for Speed, getting in there. And now he's finally doing a horror movie with director Doug Liman, who he worked on with American Made and also Live, Die, Repeat, which I love that movie so much. We're doing a sequel to that apparently still, but it's been a long time in the making, which, come on, guys. But this movie right now apparently has been floating around Hollywood for a long time. It has the name Deeper attached to it right now, but there's no plot details. But at one point, Idris Elba was attached to this. Bradley Cooper was attached to this. Gal Gadot was attached to this at one point. But it's one of those horror movies that's been trying to make in Hollywood for over a decade. And maybe it's the perfect thing for Tommy Tom to make happen. Edge of Tomorrow is so good. I love to see that sequel still move forward. But I love horror movies. I love it so much. Yeah, Secret Agent Man, his husband. But I love horror movies on top of that. I'm excited about this combo too. Joseph Gordon-Levitt, my boy, friend of the show. and Darren Aronofsky are doing a movie now. And this is, again, going to be based on this whole different like kind of cult thing, but it's called Pendulum. It's a new feature produced by Darren Aronofsky, but he's not directing it. Mark Heyman's directing it, who did Black Swan, which again, what a movie. What a freaking movie. And with his combination with Darren Aronofsky, I know this is going to be a fantastic movie. And JGL, man, again, friend of the show, I worked with them for years, fantastic human being, phenomenal actor to the extreme. If Carter James was here, he would say. And principal photography starts in March of 2025. I love it so much. And again, this is going to follow a young couple in New Mexico drawn to the possibility of healing after a traumatic event. Now, apparently his wife is having a hard time and they're distrusting the retreat's leader right now. And what happens is they kind of fall under spell with this retreat leader. And then they're going back and forth being like, are they actually being manipulated for them? Or are they actually getting some genuine healing through this? And they're calling it not a horror movie, not a psychological horror movie. They're saying it's a terrifying new genre film. I love all this combination. Give it to me. A lot of that shit was fucking butter and put on a bagel. I'm all about this shit. Let's make it happen. I'm gonna get this fucker up. Honestly, I'm there day one. I'm also excited about Cape Fear, but Javier Bardem's attached to this now. And Javier Bardem's going to be playing the serial killer in this. But Apple TV Plus, we've announced this a while ago. It's about a couple. Now, of course, they get this serial killer locked away. Now, he's getting for this notorious killer from their past. He gets out of prison, and now they're fearing for their lives. Now, this, of course, Apple TV Plus, 10 episodes moving forward. Executive produced by Martin Scorsese. You got Spielberg on top of this. And now Javier Bardem playing the villain and executive producing it. So another great idea here. It's a reboot, of course, but I think this could be interesting. Different take. They've been trying to make this like stick the best way in the future. And now this might be the right way. But of course, Javier Bardem, big and freaking dude, and his best friend from there, Timothy Chalamet, is always in the news here on Cruise Control. I hate to rip on this guy. I hate to go after him so much. Don't hate the player, hate the game. I know. But Chalamet came in the news recently being like, I wasn't having a hard time getting cast because I was too skinny. And I'm like, yeah. Ridley Scott recently was like, this guy should be like in a Gladiator. I'm like, no, he shouldn't. He couldn't be playing Paul Mescal's part from Gladiator because
no way.
No.
I know you watch a movie like, no fucking way. But he was saying he was having a hard time getting cast in like Divergent series. He was up for Maze Runner because he was too skinny, though. They kept saying you can't get cast. And he goes, I tried my hard, but maybe it was my metabolism. I was like, fuck my metabolism. I mean, dude, respect your metabolism. We all need to respect the metabolism because that shit goes away when you say fuck it. And then you're going to be fucking crying for it to come back. And everybody wants your fucking skinny ass to happen. So keep your genes where they're at, Chalamet, and enjoy playing Bob Dylan because we'll be there to check it out. So, yeah, you know, again, he's doing fine now, so good for him. I give him some hate just because I feel like he's everywhere. Come on, man, take a fucking break. Give somebody else a job. Anyway.
Yeah, he can take the break. He's fine. That's Hollywood, buddy. Welcome to what the rest of us have gone through.
Yeah, I don't think he's ever take a break. Give us a break. You know, he was actually up for Heat 2 right now, too. That's another project coming forward. Apparently, Al Pacino, hoo-ha! He wants him to play his part in the new Heat movie. Now, Heat is still moving forward with Michael Mann, and he's been working on it for a while. Now, we have other people that have been kind of announced for this too. Austin Butler and Adam Driver are kind of up for the main roles. But again, we have Pacino in Michael Mann's head being like, you should cast Chalamet, and I don't think he should. I mean, I just don't see him playing this part, guys. But you know what? Everybody's all on that Chalamet train, Angela. They're all on that train.
I know, it's too much. I can't. It's just too Chalamet. It's just too, yeah, we got to get out of the Chalamet verse for a while.
Chalamet.
Oh, nobody wants that. Nobody wants that.
That train's about ready to derail.
Boy. But Chalamet, this movie is a prequel and a sequel, by the way. It's taking place in 89.
I like Angel's comment.
Or 2002. What do you say? Chalamet should be a sequel to Barbie. Oh, he probably will be in Barbie. I'm surprised he wasn't Ken in this one.
No, he's going to play Barbie. Get it?
What applause for that. He's living in that Barbie world, GR. Living in that Barbie world. Well, you know what? Speaking of Barbie, oh man, Margot Robbie is also back in the news too because she came forward and said for Wolf of Wall Street, it was her idea for the full frontal scene where she had the whole seducing scene with DiCaprio. And even like when Scorsese was talking to her, like, maybe you want to wear a robe? And she's like, no, this is what my character would do. It's like really tricking her husband, seducing him. I need to be naked in this. And this was her idea, which I think is awesome. What What a badass bitch, everybody. She even said that in her audition, like she fucking slapped the fuck out of DiCaprio when she was supposed to kiss him in the scene. Because she's like, you know what, why not? And they all busted out laughing and she got the part. She was super young. And that was amazing. It made her career. Why would you not just freaking go all in and put it all on the line? And that scene was, everyone talked about that scene. Like,
for everyone to see, yeah. Like, that'll make your career bump out of Australia real quick. Like,
yeah, right there.
You're fully naked, and you're like, you got the talent there too, and she's got the looks. I mean, it just all works. And you slap Leonardo DiCaprio like a biatch, like
yeah.
You're gonna have the job. So I mean, and yes, she got naked. So that's always like that's always a good one in Hollywood. Get naked, and you got talent.
Well, depends who it is.
How it goes.
Yeah. She's a statuesque.
It did launch her career. I will say that was the movie that just like made her go right through the roof.
So. Why isn't that working for me? I don't get it.
Get naked. Get naked.
More naked.
I've been doing that every day.
Well, you gotta get with Scorsese.
Bottom line is, you don't look as good as her, Brandon.
Yeah, I gotta work on it. Gotta do some work.
Get some work done.
I'll just pay for it all. I'll pay for all that shit. Isn't that what she does?
Get that thigh master going, Brandon. Get that thigh master going and stretch out that groin area, and I think you might get booked. Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Ozempic shots, like just get on the train.
Yes, the shot. Make everything easier.
Yeah. Don't eat.
I would say that was pretty shocking, though, everybody, the whole full frontal thing. And a big shocking thing that was actually cut from Deadpool Wolverine is one of the big pieces of dialogue. They're like, what was that line? We officially have the line from Deadpool Wolverine that was cut. Now, the line that was actually put out there was this. Now, I'll start with that because they're like, what? Well, it was still pretty a bad line. There was a point where they were trying to talk about how there wasn't enough X-Men in here. They didn't have Magneto. And in the movie, we hear Ryan Reynolds say, I got Pinocchio jammed up my ass and he's lying like crazy. So that was a line they use. So you know what's happening right there, right? You know what's happening right there. But the line they cut, that was a line too far for Disney. This is what that was. So again, when we got to the scene with all the big team up, he goes, fuck, we can't even afford one more X-Man. And then he said something about Magneto. And then he goes, Disney is so cheap, I can barely breathe with all this Mickey Mouse beep in my throat. Yeah, that's it. He can go pee, again, but he does say a C word. You got all that cock up his mouth. So I didn't say it. So Disney thought that was too far for Mickey Mouse. And so they didn't do that. Mickey was not happy with that and said, you keep my privates in my pants and you don't say that line. So that got cut for a reason. And again, it did great for movie theaters. And movie theaters are also getting a big advancements. It's AMC. It's got that Go plan right now. Go on the offense. We're updating all of our major seats, our projection, our auditoriums during the next few years. So if you're an AMC member, a Stubbs Hub person, get ready for some big updates coming to an AMC near you. But a lot of breaking news, everybody. A lot of breaking news. Watch out for Mickey Mouse. Watch out for Mickey Mouse. He's the man. He's the mouse with the plan.
And this is the company. This is the same company that has like most of their characters wear no pants.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, they're trying to cut down on, cut down the budget.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. One of my friends, funny you should say that, Brandon. So one of my friend's kids actually had said, like you see the cartoons, like all the characters, like, yeah, it's like, where's their pee-pee? Like, there's no pants on. So like, kids are smart. They start picking up on stuff. They're like, oh wait, like, I got that. We're like, that doesn't. They don't have anything. What's going on here? Like,
it's a valid question, I would say.
Right. Like, I mean, kids are intelligent.
I'm glad I'm not the only kid who thought that.
You're not the only one.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense to me.
Kids like that are like 5 asking that. So like, it just, right. Like, everyone's you're in the same ballpark as the 5-year-olds.
yeah. Not even focus it. That's about my reading level and spelling. Yeah. So
well, that explains the Western.
Right. Yeah. That's why I only write genre movies.
Hey, it's great stuff, man. It's great stuff. We don't have, the Mickey Mouse stuff. I still want your your public domain stuff. The next script there, Brand, they're gonna write. The next public domain thing. I want that. We gotta start talking about
Steamboat Willie's in the public domain, so we could do like Steamboat Willie slasher movie.
They already did.
Oh. Willie Slasher.
It's called Mickey's Mousetrap. That's what it's called. Mickey's Mousetrap.
Okay, someone.
It's on. It's on.
Thing. If you can't, you gotta get quick with these public domain things because someone's already snatched up. What we talked about the last time, Popeye, and the other one.
That should be illegal.
The Winnie the Pooh, the Blood and Honey.
Blood and Honey, all up in there.
Blood and Honey.
Yeah, it's good though. It's funny they're doing this. It really is. There's a lot of talk about tucking right now. There's a lot going on in chat.
Is that what I should be doing? I need to start tucking. That's what it is.
That's what it is. Oh man!
Thank you, chat.
Oh jeez. Peppy.
Oh my gosh.
That's what it is. But a lot of breaking news, everybody.
Yo, player, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when we are live. And if you are able to join our Patreon, please join. Because the Pepestar needs more snickety snacks. Because I'm hungry. Holla back. Love y'all.